And this is the latest headache for the PLA. The United States, as we said, may be looking at deploying its army to counter the threat from China. Its military, US military, is stationed in more than 150 countries. And these soldiers have their eye on the Chinese troops. Our next report breaks down the global presence of the American forces.
You could disagree with Donald Trump on many things. But there is one thing that the US president doesn't lie about.
The United States has the best military by far anywhere in the world.
The American military remains the strongest fighting force in the world. And this is not about weapons. The presence of the US Defense Forces extends beyond the borders of America. Nearly 200,000 personnel are on active duty outside the United States. They are stationed in more than 170 countries. The US military is on every continent on the planet. They are backed up by a global network of military installations. The United States still remains the largest operator of military bases abroad. In 2015, a report claimed that the United States maintains nearly 800 military bases in more than 70 countries. In comparison, countries like Britain, France and Russia have around 30 bases combined. But what's of interest to India is the US Indo-Pacific Command. Earlier, this was known as the Pacific Command, but the Trump administration renamed it 2 years ago, declaring its greater emphasis on South Asia, especially towards India. The Indo-Pacific Command is a combined armed force unit of the United States. It's one of the oldest and largest combatant commands that specifically deals with the Indo-Pacific. The Indo-Pacific Command has been busy. With China stepping up its military activities, America too stepped up its patrolling in the region. This month, 3 American warships patrol in the waters close to China. The USS Theodore Roosevelt with its strike group was seen in the Philippine Sea near Guam. The USS Nimitz strike group was in the Pacific waters off the US West Coast. And the USS Ronald Reagan was deployed from Japan to the Philippine Sea, but on the southern side. This happened for the first time in nearly 3 years. A report described the American buildup as an unusual sight. 3 warships accompanied by the American Navy cruisers, destroyers, fighter jets and other aircraft. If the United States wants to escalate the pressure on China, the Indo-Pacific is where the action will be. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.